Thank you for having me. I shouldn't be here because I'm not a mathematician. I'm mathematically illiterate. I make stained glass windows, huge stained glass windows, but I use a lot of math in my work because I have to measure things. And are the slides, will the slides move? But I've been raising Penrose. I renamed my talk, Raising Penrose. Been working with a couple of people, Dwayne Bailey, who's here in the room somewhere, and that's Margaret Wertheim from the Institute for Figuring. And there's lots of heroes in the conference here that I want to meet. One of them, I guess, is Mr. Erdely. Dwayne showed me this paper that was written by Debora in 1981 about how Penrose theoretically could be raised up into levels. And that's what we've been doing. Dwayne taught me about projection, explained what that meant. Margaret talked to me about fractals. And so I had begun building the one in stained glass that you saw earlier, and then Dwayne and I just set to work and figured that we'd build one in cardboard. So we're building a series of raised Penroses. That one on the left is all the rhombus that would appear, the rhombi that would appear skinny are colored green, and all the ones that would appear fat are colored pink. But of course, they're all the same. It's all one rhombus when you see it 3D. So in that one, on the one that's, is it on the screen now? Okay. Will this play? I don't know what you're looking at. Do you have any images? No? Oh dear. So here what's happening, right, we've got the raised Penrose with all the different rhombi in it. So in this sculpture, what we did was we colored all of the 10 different directions with different colors. So I'm basically color coding it. I'd like to play a video if we can make it work. Oh dear, I don't know how to make that happen. Okay, we just have to skip that. The last image was of, where, can you see it? Yes, okay. We built, or at Williams College, I built one of these raised Penrose tilings in mirror so that we could see if we could recreate Schechtemann's crystallographic pattern on the ceiling, which we did to some extent, which was pretty exciting. So I took to drawing like a crazy person because I'm an artist, I'm a visual artist. And I just took a simple Penrose grid and then drew as many, we've simply got the Aman lines, drew these different shapes that I could see. And I noticed, I took the time to work on all these different rhombi, color in all the different decagons that you see. So in this, these decagons sort of form in different configurations, and I was just kind of fascinated about that, exploring them to see what would happen. And I started doing this thing that artists do, like I visualize things that don't exist. So in that slide up there, you can see I'm imagining that these decagons, which really are just two-dimensional things, imagining as if they were three-dimensional. And in that drawing to the left there, what I've got is a hand-drawn version of every single rhombus that faces in the same way in a different color. And they've gone again. Oh, there we go. And so in this drawing, imagine these decagons as if they were solid objects. And I've shaded them very, very carefully according to these sort of rules that I made myself in different directions. And then made connections between these different configurations that you can see. And basically, comparing lots of different drawings that I'd done, overlaying different ones, taking data from one drawing and applying it to another. That drawing on the left has got harlequin ears in it. It's these particular little shapes that form in your hand when you're building the sculpture. And so by following where these are, I'm learning more about the patterns. I feel like if I go near it, it's going to disappear. So there you've got the decagons that are color-coded, and they're giving rise to another drawing that I realized was an inflation. And so I discovered that I was coming up with an inflation of the Penrose that was precisely self-similar. So it's an inflation, so it's like an aperiodic fractal. An aperiodic fractal, there you go, which is really pretty exciting and pretty cool. So, and now I wanted to take what I'd learned here and make it three-dimensional. And so I've been working with these very cool people in Los Angeles, the Metabolic Studio. We've been building these as if they were pavers, paving slabs. And Lauren Baum, who's the artist at the center, we're working on a project where we're going to cast these huge as an architectural situation, and water will run across them, flow across them, to create wetlands for purifying water. And this is a huge project that's to do with redirecting the LA
Sorry,
River.
we're going to have to stop here. We're very short on time. We're very
That was fun trying to say that in 6 minutes. Thank you very much.